Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Marble, Sunday, 9:41 p.m. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Ota sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Hello there. Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depending on the kindness of strangers, ever since she opened Marble. I never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
I'm sure he will just tell you that.
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Oops. Day 4, Monday. Look at Marble, Monday, 2:48 p.m. When I woke up, I was lying on the
Where am I?
My head was killing me, and my memory was. I felt pain in my neck. I shut up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back.
You want to call him a man?
All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
So he's got some drinking problems.
Date, the boss is
Oh,
calling.
I figure, or at least past drinking problems.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Oh, fuck.
Iris!
Well, I do think decent chance she might be the next victim, all things considering. But still, that's quite a sight.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Well, that seems to imply that that is most likely not the culprit. I thanked Mama and ran out of marble.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time. That sick bastard!
What the hell? Are they in a bear suit or is it an actual bear? Man, this is fucked up. More fucked up than I ever could have imagined.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
No! Right, okay.
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
I was kind of worried he would just make it worse, but I guess so. I kept my foot on the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. God. Wait.
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
Oh no.
No!
god. Oh my. But where did Ota go? Did he also get fucked or?
No!
I was hoping he would like do a last minute rescue or something, but I guess not. Well, she did say she was going to die soon, so the premonition came true. Anyway, Upper Warehouse District, Monday, 3:35 a.m. Wait. Ah. Oh.
Ota.
Police head. 2 a.m.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this. But it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right?
So was that Ota in pursuit the whole time, or?
Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
Feeling it's not quite as. Well, it really looks like she's still there, so I don't know how the switch happened. Oh. Did they both get
That's ridiculous.
skewered?
Ota would never kill Iris.
Right, so they both got skewered, and probably whoever was in the bear suit was someone else who switched or put Ota in it after he tried to save Iris, and so that people would think it was a murder-suicide thing. To like throw them off the track or the trail, throw them off the trail.
And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Ota had no incentive to kill Renshu.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Ota had no incentive to kill Shoko either.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Ota's behavior during the video. Although that part isn't too difficult to explain because it seemed
Ota
like...
showed himself on the stream.
Although that part isn't that hard to explain because it kind of mirrors the way he was acting on the like social media thing where he would like both attack her and defend her. Like, so he does have a precedent for playing both roles, but still.
If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit.
Yeah, well...
Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Yeah, it seems a bit... what about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Of course, you got to investigate every side of every possibility kind of thing.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims.
Culprit is the polar bear.
But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
It's possible he was an actual polar bear that keeps also a polar bear costume around in case someone tries to come to their rescue, and then he can put them in polar bear costume so they look like him.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
Well, they both had to do with that thing.
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Um. Noma Kumakura?
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Congressman Soshima?
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Oda's mother may... well, could be at least.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she totally could have been a killer.
Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either.
Or her husband.
And since Renju is the president...
That's why he's never around.
Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko.
Because he's
I can't
busy.
imagine why Mayumi would kill her.
Because he's busy kidnapping people and gouging out eyes and then killing them.
And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Yeah, yes. Renju and Shoku's daughter, Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Iris's mother, Hitomi.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
And then of course there's me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them.
Yeah, it would be kind of hard for you to like be in the polar bear costume and also driving the car to the scene while you're in a polar bear costume on the scene.
No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Cold storage warehouse. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin. The center of my body was burning hot. Hello there, Inspector. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Hello, policeman. Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Just can't expect any of them and any for me. It was packed with cardboard boxes. I don't see any clues here.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
So beyond fucked up.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Oh. Aldrum. An Aldrum. Unlikely to be a clue.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
A video camera and laptop used for the stream. Here is an Oto's blood.
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal.
Where am I now? Oh, so there's a split of path here. Interesting. So maybe there's a reality where doesn't die? Timeline where she doesn't die, that is. Well, gotta finish one first, I suppose. Try that. Try to check timelines.
Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Hook is hanging from the ceiling crane. Of course, because since he did not get his eye guard out, it's probably just because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time rather than any connection. Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this ice-cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside a costume then finally cut open by the ice-cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
That is kind of mysterious, I guess.
Unknown.
Iris and Ota's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't there anymore.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Yeah, I wonder if... File. Subject: Iris Sagan. Mysterious room. Goals: uncover Iris' secret. Summary: a mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. We might be able to find the truth. I wonder if, like, I either didn't investigate the dreams very good, the sync well enough, or if it's like in the serious escape games where I have to go through a certain path before I unlock the other sort of, because I get different information from different paths or whatever. Anyway, just a moment.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know when then left the warehouse. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Indeed.
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
Me? No.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras. They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Why did the Cyclops case get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Who's the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
Murder?
What was it?
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
About Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established.
Oh, beautiful.
This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Summarize for me.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were two Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras,
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89?
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
But the new one could still be inspired by them, right? Future looks grimly serious or connected to them. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying pathetically to the earth. I'm sorry to interrupt. You don't want to talk about it? Probably not. About Ota?
This is your fault. I heard from the police because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Mayumi is crying. Anyway. Batay Residence. That's my place. Batay Residence. Good place. Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looks like a small animal frightened by a predator. Mizuki is staring at the floor. About Ota. About Iris. About Okira Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you
Yeah.
Certainly didn't seem okay. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Bagan residence. That's Iris's place, right? When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. About Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Can you think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
About Ota.
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante!
Trust me.
Marble.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Information about the incident.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy. He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
How is Ota related to the Kumakuras?
Have you heard the rumor?
Nama told me a similar story to Aiba's. About Soshijima and the Kabasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, Zo sold his land in the Kabasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at their chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. Zo brought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Well, when did it happen? 8 years ago. Did Zo blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. Zo wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion yen in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story. About So and the Kabasaki district.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki. Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip. What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district? The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more.
Why would he hate that?
That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Oh yeah, cupboard. You know how at the diner close to the Kabasaki district? Chemical plant explosion made times high. Traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it declined. Ota must have a grudge. Okay. Goodbye, Mama.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Police headquarters. Monday 4:57 p.m. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research about number 89.
What's number 89's real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
What's the relationship between number 89 and Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Who is number 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
What about number 89 and the new Cyclops serial killings?
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's talk to number 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was to be brought to history. He took considerable time to arrive. But for some reason, Boss never showed up. Hopefully she's not the next week we're gonna discover. It's totally gonna be the next. My police headquarters, Monday, 8:56 p.m.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Do you know Shogun Adami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Who killed Shogun Adami?
Alright, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time.
Okay.
Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakaras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us, but there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
For some reason, he wouldn't open his. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective.
Answer me.
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah?
Oh, let's see. Seems like a good place as any to pause this for a moment.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
And stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is.
Number 89. What were you up to? What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate. This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Sinking in a curtain. Number 89 is hiding in the past. Number 89, covered in a green. I can't close. Prevent the interference from. Switch?
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Remove the thorns?
An astute observation. I will do that. Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Well, guess we have to investigate without pulling them out.
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers. A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know, I know.
Smell it?
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
A winter iris.
Pick it?
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one! Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
A phone. Should I pick it up?
Hang up?
What the?
Didn't see an option to pick it up.
I fainted.
Oh fuck. Can I just...
What the? I fainted.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
I guess it worked?
I guess you always want to ignore your phone calls.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Leakage?
Just don't make a mess.
I do not intend to. Hmm? This is... wine? I had better drink some more to be sure.
Stop it!
There is some kind of...
Smell it?
This is something I have smelled before, at your house.
But I thought you couldn't smell in the real world.
True, it is not exactly smell, but from the composition of the particles in the air...
Anyway, I don't have any liquid like that in my house.
Agent Date,
There is some
you've got
kind
4
of
minutes.
Stick a hand in it.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something!
A cork.
Ah, my wine!
That was wine? It looks like sludge.
My wine tastes like sludge.
So you agree it's sludge?
Apparently that has sludge in it though, then. Nothing there. More there. Oh, book.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, where...
Oh, right.
Oh fuck. Headbutt? Glove on? I feel like you're probably supposed to blow on it, but... Alright.
blow on it. Ah. Oh.
Oh.
It's ringing again.
3 minutes,
What should I
Dante.
do?
Pick it up.
All right. Who is this? What the?
Fuck.
All right. Who is this? What the? I lost consciousness.
Guess the phone is really dangerous.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Guess I phone probably. But Maybe at some point I do want to pick it up. Oh, unlocked. Ignore the phone again.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Hey.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
A book.
Read it?
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
Another book.
A book.
Read it?
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name. That name is Falco.
Falco.
One more book.
A book.
It?
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
A book.
Try tearing it?
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
Maybe if I tried tearing all of them. If I had the time.
A book. Ha! I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
Sure. Why not?
A book.
Tear it.
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
What is that?
A guy trying to tear down the building?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Oh, it's probably it.
Leave it to me. With a target that large, this will be easy.
Oh, there's the
Really
window
beat the
there.
shit out of that glass.
Now I know how birds feel.
Oh, fuck. Close curtain?
It left.
Number 3 unlocked. Close the curtain.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
No?
You are insane.
Yes.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
Figures?
I said 1 minute. Hurry.
It's Hitomi. What?
Kiss her.
You... Like this? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
No.
You sure? because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of it, too.
Could it just be only your heart, please? It's Hitomi.
Doctor.
Understood. Hey, Hitomi!
That's how you talk to people.
Could you try it again, but more in a...
I believe we should try something else.
But...
Let it go.
Date!
It's
30
Hitomi.
seconds!
Like her.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
Yeah, me... Sorry, nothing.
But who's the hardest one?
It's Hitomi.
Not sure.
Where?
Well, maybe her...
Here?
Her stomach, right?
I know, that they glitched out.
Yeah, it's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Very good to know.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Wait. Kind of funny he's apparently turned on by the idea of Hitomi being hard. Like, that's usually not the state you want a woman to be in, but I guess if you're into certain things. Okay. Read it?
The smile and kind words of a woman nurtured Falco's withered heart back to health. Sounds like you, Date.
No, not at all. The nourishment is temporary. Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
Oh, I see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
Stop! Don't...
A book.
Alright.
Ah! What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah?
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
I'm not sure that's the same kind of thing, but...
That situation was clearly different.
Yes. Oh, shit, I'm running out of time. There's a...
A skull.
Knocked it?
Hello there. What happened to your body? Are you comfortable being all bones?
That's not how you talk to a skull.
Oh, I see. You were thin anyway. Say something! I don't want to be the only one talking. I sound like a crazy person. Now you're upsetting me. Prepare yourself for a comeuppance.
Humanity finally develops artificial intelligence, and this is the result.
Better than ChatGPT, honestly.
Date, I will unleash a furious punch onto an object.
Never heard anyone say that before.
No, retry F2. I need to start from the beginning. Or not from the beginning, but yeah, I could start from. Well, it could be interesting to see what might happen if I do like run out of time.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
And in?
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
Picture.
A picture.
Just a picture.
No, fuck. No. Remove it.
It isn't coming off. It must be integrated into the wall.
Like you to me.
No.
Like me and Reika from Tiefblau.
No.
No, not that either. A switch. But there are thorns around it.
No. Oh my god. Can you
The
flip it
switch
through the...
again. Last time we handled it in a different manner.
That was then. This is now.
But there are thorns. You are aware that I am the one who feels the pain.
It's fine. It'll only hurt for a bit, then it'll be better.
Oh, it doesn't hurt. The light has turned on.
Oh
It's
my
ringing
god.
again.
Oh god. If I ignore...
You
No.
have 3 minutes, Date.
Nothing I can do? Fuck. Yeah, but this way I run out.
I suppose.
All my time.
Date, you're out of time.
Date, there's no time.
Shit. This...
This appears.
What if I just try switching it
switch.
off? Flip it.
This switch again. Last. Oh. The light has turned on. A phone.
Ignore.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
is some kind of...
It's not.
Oh, fuck. I mean, reading it.
A book.
Tear it.
Hey,
It's
Dante,
ringing again.
you've got 4 minutes.
Ignore it.
I am.
I suppose...
How hard it can ignore a phone anyway? Or lamp.
A floor...
Kick it?
A floor... It is impossible.
Which is harder? That?
Let's hit each... A floor lamp.
Rabbit.
Are you...
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this okay?
Looks okay. Nothing else I can... Guess not. Pot.
It's a pot. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Drink it?
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
When in doubt, put it in your mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gag.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine.
That's how you drink soup?
Iva? Iva!
Thank you for the delicious soup.
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
Oh my.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
A book.
Oh god.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
For lemon juice. I've seen the curtain worked last time, so... There's... That lady?
It's hit. Where? A book?
Oh, there's the skull.
A skull.
Is it?
I must be malfunctioning. You want me to do what?
Just give it a little kissy.
I am seriously getting tired of your bone fetish. No reaction.
Oh, but that was...
I do not need your report, thank you. A skull.
Show it. No.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Dead? It's a hunk of calcium.
I don't think the dead cares.
All right. Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89. A book. Falco was in a bind and turned to a trusted friend.
Which friend?
The rest is marked over.
But I want to know what happened after.
I
A
said
book.
1 minute. Hurry.
Show it.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
All right. Guess...
A winter iris that...
I know.
Not what I wanted to do. Oh. Take it.
Who was
Got
that?
it. 30 seconds.
What do I...
Open?
No thanks. I don't... What happened?
Okay.
Stop!
Stop right there!
Day 4, Monday.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered. He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Okay, I didn't see that coming, that he would be the next victim.
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea. Not here. Where is she?
The Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random?
No.
No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
Well, that's not the same thing. It's random or not. No, this is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Her desk. She had a secret. She would keep it somewhere around here. Maybe there's a clue under the rug. I lifted up the rug, but didn't find anything other than a few homoerotic manga. There's nothing under there but gay manga.
The hint is the Tanuki statue. It must be a cryptogram, some kind of wordplay hint.
Well, what is the hint?
Okay, maybe the Tanuki has nothing to do with it.
Boss drinks her coffee black. It must be a symbol of her black heart.
You have cracked the case wide open.
An unrelated coffee maker.
Maybe something is inside the shogi piece.
I looked with the X-ray mode, but did not discover anything.
The King shogi piece. I can't find anything special about it. Nothing I'm looking for there. The soccer ball. Probably not a clue. Probably.
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
No, I'm not hiding anything.
What? A manquin, but he's a cop. I trust him. Nothing I'm looking for there.
Maybe she was a fisherman in a past life.
Why would that matter?
The pumpkin is probably not a clue. A bookshelf, maybe? No, I don't see anything that could be a clue.
Maybe if you get a high score, you get a clue.
Do you really think that is the case? This isn't an escape room.
Too bad. Bookshelf? No. Wait. The electronic darts game is unrelated. Ordinary case. Maybe the posters? No, no clues there.
Iba, can you hack this PC?
I will try. Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
Sosajima.
The case remains unsolved. Would you like to save? Well, no. There are still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Date's past. The story's branching points are insomnia. Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in a Somnium. It may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Find a new way forward. This is locked. To proceed, you must play through more of the story. Ah. Great. So let's see. So is that boss's Somnium? That is the ad. You are here. Place to end it off, even though could keep going, but it seems like a good place to start it off again. In number 89, Somnium, that is saw Hitomi getting shot by Rohan. Then, Boss? Why was Boss there? They confronted Peter to ask him about Boss's whereabouts. Peter told Date that the corpse was so cheap, with his left eye torn out. Must have been the same killer that they were hunting. Date went to Boss's office to explain herself, but he was nowhere to be found. Instead, what Date and Iba found in Boss's office was a video of her murdering Soji. Starting investigation day 4.
Date, this is a serious matter.
I think this is the place to end it. Sorry that I continue this later, so goodbye.